Hi everyone, welcome to your Core Strengthen and Tone class. So today we're going to be strengthening all the four corners of our core, the front, the backs, and the side. And I'm really excited about this class. You should come away feeling really energized and empowered and ready to do some really fun yoga poses with your nice strong core. So as always with virtual yoga, please listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, then modify or leave the pose as needed and keep any props that you like to practice with nearby. Okay, let's get started. So we'll start off today sitting up nice and tall, rolling shoulders down away from the ears, both hips rooting down evenly into the mat, keeping the chin slightly tucked. We'll close off the eyes, start to focus in on the breath. Paying attention to the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out of the body, the sound it makes as it comes in and out of the mouth. Letting the rest of the day melt away and just focusing on the act of breathing. So today's class is Core Strengthen and Tone. And there's a lot of people out there who talk about getting a yoga body or using exercise to sculpt your body into some sort of idealized shape that society has told us is desirable. And I'd really like to move away from that in our yoga practice today. So I don't practice yoga, and nor do I teach yoga in order to change the shape of people's bodies or to make them look a certain way. I practice yoga because it feels good for my mind and body. And I choose to teach strengthening classes like this because in order to do advanced yoga asana, yoga poses, you need to have a really strong body. So if you want to get into the fun postures like back bends and inversions and arm balances, you really need to have a strong core because a strong core is kind of the foundation of a solid, safe yoga practice. So with this class today, rather than focusing on using yoga as a form of exercise to change your body into some sort of shape that someone else has told you it needs to be, I'd like to focus on strengthening our bodies for the sake of the strength itself and using it as a motivation for exciting things we can do with our bodies. So let's focus on what our bodies can do and not how they look. Good, and when you're ready, open up your eyes, take a deep breath in, draw the shoulders up toward the ears, and then as you exhale, release them down. Good, inhale up, exhale down. Last time, inhale up, and exhale down. Good, give them a little shake side to side. And then we'll lean forward and plant the hands. I will turn to the side so you can see me. We'll meet in a tabletop position and move through some cat and cows to warm up the spine. So bringing wrists beneath shoulders and knees beneath hips. We inhale, drop the belly, curl tailbone up, gaze up, shoulder blades come together. And then as we exhale, we push the mat away, chin comes towards chest as we arch the back. Inhale up, little back bend, cow pose. And then as you exhale, push the mat away, rounding the back for cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl tailbone under, arch the back. Well done. Now we'll come back to a neutral tabletop. We're going to inhale to bring the left foot, even with the hip. So you want that left heel in line with the hip. You don't need to worry about going any higher, just keep it in line with the body. Really engaging the core here, drawing navel in to keep the low back flat. So we're not rounding into the low back, but we're keeping it nice and straight. Gaze down at the mat. Inhale, bring the left arm up in front of you, fingers spread wide, bringing that bicep close to the ear. Inhale, reach forward and back, lengthen, and as you exhale, elbow to knee, round the back, engage the core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Really working to not dump the weight into the left leg or the right arm. We want to keep the weight centered over the midline as we move with the breath here, really engaging through the core, pushing the mat away from us as we bring elbow to knee. Really good. Last time, elbow to knee, squeeze it in. And then as you exhale, start to kick that left leg up high to the sky, working to keep core drawing in, no rounding in the low back. Then reach back with the left hand, kick up into that left hand with the right foot, Working to keep the hips square, not splaying them open to the side, gazing down at the mat. Really push the mat away from you. As you inhale, kick up a little higher and keep drawing that navel in. Good. Exhale, release down to the mat. Take the right foot, send it out at about a 45-degree angle. Straighten the left leg, come onto the inside edge of the left leg toward the edge of the mat. Bringing right wrist directly beneath right shoulder, we're lifting up into a supported side plank. Left arm goes up above the shoulder, fingers spread wide. Good. Now we're going to inhale the left leg up to hip height, really squeezing through the glutes and through the core here. As you exhale, bring that foot down to a hover. Inhale up and exhale, hover. Good. Moving with the breath here, we're going to resist the urge to slouch forward. We're not going to come forward like this, but we're going to keep opening up to the sky, really engaging through the glutes, through the core. As we lift up, squeeze the glutes, and exhale down to a hover. Really nice. Nice long neck. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Let's do 2 more. And then up here, hold it, smile. And then exhale, release, come back to your tabletop. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good, we'll go on the other side. So we're gonna inhale that left leg up high, bring it up to hip height. Right arm goes out and forward, fingers spread wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the back. Inhale, lengthen. And elbow to knee, really crunching into that core there, drawing the navel up toward the spine. As you round the back, push the mat away from you. Really good. 2 more. Nice, slow and controlled movements. Good. Lengthen, and then kick that left leg up. Really drawing navel in here. Reach back with the right arm and start to kick up into that arm, stretching through the front of the chest, keeping the neck long, gazing down at the mat, really focusing on drawing that navel in. There should be no pinching in the low back. Good. Exhale, release slowly with control. Bringing the left knee down to the mat, we send that left foot out at a 45-degree angle, coming up into our supported side plank on the left. Get your alignment. When you're ready, inhale to lift that right leg up. Exhale down to a hover. Inhale up and hover. Really good. We're relying on our muscular strength here, not on momentum. So we're focusing on small, slow, and controlled movements, really engaging through the core, through the glutes, and the obliques as we lift up and exhale to a hover. Let's do 2 more. Good, and then we exhale, release down to the mat. Plant the hands, walk them slightly forward, curl the toes under, and then as you exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, melt the chest back, lift those hips up high. Really good. Really spreading through the fingertips, clawing them into the mat, lifting those hips up and back. Maybe pedal the feet out, arm up through the hamstrings, and then bring the big toes together at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift that right leg up high to the sky, working to keep those arms straight, chest melting back and navel drawing in. Inhale, bend the knees, shift forward. We're bringing our knee between our elbows, really pushing the mat away from us. Good. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale, 3-legged dog. Last time, inhale, shift forward, and then plant that right foot at the top of the mat. Lower left knee down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, relax the hips down and forward. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. As you exhale, start to shift those hips back. We're going to roll onto the right heel. Inhale to lengthen the spine, draw navel in, and as you exhale, hinge from the hips into your half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sink a little deeper into the stretch. Well done. Now we're going to roll through the top of that foot, plant the hands, curl left toes under, lift that left knee, step back into your high plank. If you need to lower the knees here, that's fine, but make sure that you're always drawing navel in and really pushing the mat away from you. Don't get lazy here. All right, wherever you are, we're going to Step the right foot out to the side, back into center. Then left foot out and back to center. Really working to keep those hips low, moving with the breath, keeping navel drawing in toward the spine, and neck is nice and long. You're gazing straight down at the mat. Again, moving with control here, so not just flailing the feet out to the side. We want to really focus on keeping the hips and shoulders as stationary as possible, feeling the obliques and core engage as we step out and then in. Really good. Keep the breaths deep, smooth and steady. I know it's hard. Good, and then one more on each side. Stay strong. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Well done. Deep breath in. Exhale, melt that heart back. Lift the hips up nice and high. Good, and then bring the big toes together at the back of the mat. Inhale, left leg up nice and high. Point the toes, keep those hips squared. Inhale, shift forward, knee to elbows. Exhale, back three-legged dog. Inhale, forward, knee to elbows, push the mat away. And exhale, three-legged dog. Last time, inhale, forward, hold it, hover, and then plant the left foot between the hands. Lower the right knee. Inhale, lengthen that spine. And as you exhale, relax the hips down and forward, low lunge. Keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. Remembering the neck is an extension of the spine. So keeping the gaze down at the floor, a couple feet in front of you. Deep breath in, and then as you exhale, rolling onto the heel of the left foot, coming into your half splits. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, leading with the heart, come a little further forward. Really good. Deep breath in. As you exhale, crawl the hands forward, coming onto the flat part of the left foot. Curl right toes under, step back to your high plank. If you need to drop the knees, that's fine. Wherever you are, make sure you're staying strong with lots of integrity. We're going to inhale, right leg up, level with the hips, and exhale it down. Inhale, left leg up, exhale it down. Good again. Keeping the neck long, gazing down at the mat, really focusing on drawing the low ribs in, navel toward the spine, and think about squeezing the glutes as you lift that leg up. So not just moving the feet, but moving the whole leg, the upper thigh bone as well. Really getting into the glutes here. So we do glute work and core work all at once. Efficiency is key. All right, we'll do one more on each side. Stay strong. And then as you exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Good, look up at the hands, and then slowly walk the feet all the way up to meet the hands, and then slowly roll up, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Rolling the shoulders back, palms by your sides, hands by your sides, palms face forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good, we're gonna inhale. Sweep the arms up overhead, extended mountain pose. Exhale, palms together, hinge from the hips, deep forward fold. Relax the head and neck. Inhale up, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, then the left. Good, now listen carefully. We're gonna roll onto the outside of the right foot, come up onto our side plank on the right. If you need to drop this lower right knee down, that's fine. Wherever you are, make sure you can keep those hips up and you're reaching the left arm up and over, and then we're going to lift the left leg up. Keep those toes flexed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Keep those hips up high. I know it's hard. Last one, elbow to knee. Good, and then with control, sweep down into your high plank. Push the mat away. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows in close to the ribs. Come all the way down. Point the toes, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, baby cobra. And then exhale, push into the mat, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Look up at the hands, slowly walk the feet all the way up. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain, and then exhale down, mountain pose. One round of breath here. Good, inhale, arms up. Exhale, down through the midline, deep forward fold. Good. Inhale up into your halfway lift, draw that navel in. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, then the left. Good. Slowly roll over into your side plank on the left. And then when you're ready, reaching the right arm up and over, lift up the left leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, keep those hips up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Moving as slow and controlled as you can. Last time, exhale, elbow to knee, lengthen, and then with control, come back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to bend all the way down. Inhale, chest and shoulders come up, cobra. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower the knees. Sit the hips back, quick child's pose. Well done. Start to walk the hands back toward the body. Good time to take a little sip of water if you need. And we're going to meet toward the middle of the mat, sitting down on the bum. And we're going to set up for our boat pose, Navasana. So you can't really do a yoga core class without doing Navasana. So if you're familiar with it, you know it's coming. If you've not done it yet, I'll walk you through it. So let's meet sitting up on our hips, knees bent at about a 90-degree angle, soles of the feet on the floor. We're going to start to lean back. We're immediately drawing the core in, and we're keeping the low back nice and flat. So think of navel drawing in, low ribs hugging in as well. Remembering that the spine is an extension of, or the neck is an extension of the spine. I always can't speak whenever I do core work because I get so tired. So just ignore me. Neck is an extension of the spine, so we're keeping the neck long, shoulders down away from the ears. Looping the hands around the back of the knees, we start to point the toes, really engaging through the core and through the legs. We start to lift up and bring the shins parallel with the mat. If this is enough for you, stay here, but option to bring the arms out alongside the legs, palms face up. Avoid the tendency to round into the back. Keep the back straight, low ribs drawing in, navel drawing in. This is a test for your balance and for your core. Deep breath in. Exhale. Stay strong, stay focused. Really drawing navel in. Keep those toes pointed. And then exhale, release. Good, so that's our boat pose. Now we'll add on to it a little bit. So when you're ready, start to shift back onto the fleshy part of the bum. Point the toes, really engage the core, engage the legs. Inhale, bring those legs up high and bring the arms alongside. If this is too much for you, you can always float the fingertips down by your sides, but I do encourage you to keep your arms up if you can. Inhale, draw navel in, and then as you exhale, release the shoulders down to a hover, point the toes, and then inhale up, exhale, hover. Good, stay strong, keep pointing the toes, keep drawing that navel in, keeping the low back as flat as possible as we move with the breath here, flowing from our upright boat pose into our hover. Really good. Keeping those shoulders down away from the ears, nice long neck. Really focusing on drawing that navel in and moving with our muscular strength rather than our momentum. Let's do 3 more. Stay strong, you can do it. 2 more. 1 more. Come all the way up. And then exhale, release. Well done. All right, let's plant the hands behind us and then let the knees fall out to either side. Windshield wiper side to side, releasing any tension from the hips. Then we're going to cross at the ankles, lean forward, send the legs out long behind us. Plant the forearms on the mat. We're going to lower the hips, point the toes, bring shoulders directly above the elbows, spread the fingers wide, engage the glutes, and then inhale up into your Sphinx pose. So nice little back bend here, drawing the heart through the shoulders, engaging through the glutes, drawing navel in as we stretch up into a nice little back bend. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows out to the side, stack the palms, and then give the hips a little wiggle side to side. Deep breath in. Exhale, release down into the mat. Good, and then plant the hands. We're going to push up through our tabletop, and then we'll send our feet out to the side, sit down on the bum, and then come to lie down on our mats. Relaxing head and shoulders down into the mat, keeping soles of the feet on the ground. Inhale the right leg up high to the sky, then cross the right knee over the left, keeping right toes flexed, and then consciously moving the right knee away from the body. If this is enough for you, then stay here. Or option to bring the left leg up off the mat, interlace the fingers behind the left knee, and gently draw it in toward the body, keeping those right toes flexed to protect the knee joint. And then as you inhale, think of creating lots of space in the body, nice long neck, shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, maybe draw that left knee in a little closer. Relaxing head and shoulders down completely. The upper body should be really relaxed. No tension in the neck or in the jaw. Taking deep belly breaths. Inhale, move that right knee away, and then as you exhale, draw the left knee in. Opposing forces here, really stretching through the outer hip. Good, and then release the left leg down. Inhale, right leg straight up to the sky, and then bend it down, bringing the sole of the right foot down. We'll go on the other side. Inhale, left leg straight up. Cross it over the right knee, move that left knee away. Stay here, or interlace fingers behind the right knee and draw it in. Inhale, we're moving left knee away from the body, and then as we exhale, we bring right knee further in. Good, slowing down the breath, cooling down the body. After our quick but spicy core work, well done today. Let's release that right leg down, inhale, left leg up, and then down, and then draw both knees in. Give yourself a little hug. Thank your body for allowing you to practice yoga today, for enabling you to do so many things every day. And then we're going to send our legs out long, feet coming as wide as the mat. Let the toes hang out to the side, relaxing completely. Let's bring one hand on heart, one hand on stomach. Keep that chin slightly tucked. Relaxing the shoulders down into the mat, making any last wiggles you need before we take our final pose, Shavasana. Close off the eyes. Come into the moment. Feel the hand rise and fall as the belly expands and contracts with the breath. Well done today. We did lots of core work in a short amount of time. You should be very proud of yourself for making this time for your yoga practice. And I really hope that today you focused on moving with the intention to strengthen your body, always remembering that your body is perfect just as it is, and not coming here to punish or change your body. Society loves to tell us that we aren't good enough, that we need to buy their exercise programs or their diet pills, whatever it is that they're trying to sell us in order to be something that we're not. And I really hope that that is not something that you feel when you're in this yoga class with me. I hope you know that you're perfect just as you are. And all we want to do is strengthen ourselves a little bit so we can practice yoga safely. So let's repeat our intention to ourselves again. I love my body and it is perfect just as it is. Repeat it to yourself as many times as you need. And then when you're feeling ready, reach the arms up overhead, stretching out nice and long. Point those toes, really lift the ribs up stretching out through the core that you worked so hard today. And then we'll draw those knees in toward the chest, bringing our hands behind the knees, and we'll start to rock and roll up nice and slow until we meet up in a seated position, crossing our legs, grounding down evenly through both hips. Let's bring our arms out to our sides. Inhale all the way up. Palms meet in the middle. As we exhale, bend the elbows, bring the thumbs to rest on the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel strong and empowered and ready to do a ton of great yoga poses. And I really hope that you don't buy into any of the bullshit that's trying to tell you that you need to change your body, because it is fine and perfect just as it is. See you next time.